Missing the Toyota Tacoma. I've been without it for a few days now, and I do miss it. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive. That's right, I am missing the Toyota Tacoma. You know, I'm on a bit of a trip right now, and I've been driving this Mercedes E-Class, which is an awesome car, by the way, but it's a car. And I find that I am indeed missing the Toyota Tacoma. You know, there's a lot of things about the Toyota Tacoma that I love. That's why I've had, I don't know, 6, 7 of them. That's why I keep them. That's why I keep buying them. So I kind of wanted to run through things that I've noticed in driving a car and not having the Toyota Tacoma around. Number one, the height, the visibility. I mean, this thing is rather low, right? I mean, it's a car. I have to step down into it. And it's funny, the other day I was at a parking lot somewhere and I went to get out, and when I stepped down, I kind of, you know, because I was expecting to have to push down further to get out of the vehicle, I didn't have to do that. I was already almost at ground level, it felt like. I mean, I'm sitting, what, about a foot off the ground, something like that, as opposed to, I don't know, maybe 3 feet or so in the Toyota Tacoma. So it was a bit shocking, you know, when you expect to be a higher level or at a higher level. It's a bit shocking when you step down and all of a sudden your foot meets the ground way before you expected to. Also, visibility. You know, there's a lot of big vehicles around here in the form of Jeep Wranglers. There's a few trucks, not nearly as many trucks as there are in South Texas. SUVs, things like that. And I can't see. You know, I'm looking around and I'm looking right at somebody's door. That's not the case when I'm driving around in the Toyota Tacoma. In the Tacoma, I'm at least looking through their windows. Those that aren't tinted so dark that I can't see through them, of course. But visibility is a big thing, and it's a kind of a safety thing, I think. You know, the better you can see when you're out driving around, especially on the freeways, the better it is. Number two, the look. You know, I always mod my trucks and I set them up the way that I want them, right? And I love the way that they look. That's why I do what I do. If I didn't, I guess I'd do something else. But I miss the look of it. You know, when I go out in the mornings, even if I'm not driving the Tacoma that day, it's sitting right there. I can look at it, admire how gorgeous it is, how aggressive it looks, and the things that I've done to it. You know, that sport bar, that jumps right out at you. Even the little badges that I put on the sides. They're not there right now. I can't see them. I miss being able to see that truck every day. Number three, the sound. You know, I finally found an exhaust that I like, the one that I have on the truck right now. It's the dual louder exhaust. And I gotta say, I miss that. When I start this car up, I don't hear that. You hardly hear anything. Matter of fact, the thing that you probably note most is the sound of the air conditioner, because it's been quite hot here and I keep it cranked up in this car. But that's it. You don't hear that boom, that grumble that you get when you crank up the Toyota Tacoma, when you're going down the road and you get on the gas. You don't have that. It's nice and quiet, and it's supposed to be, right? I mean, it's a Mercedes. It's supposed to be quiet. Although I think it'd be pretty cool if it was a little bit louder. Yeah, who knows? But I miss that. I miss having that. I miss when I get out and I walk around the truck and I can see the exhaust pipes hanging out of the sides. It's a pretty cool look. I don't have it in this car. Number four, that truck feel. The aura of driving a truck. You know, there's just something about it, and if you don't know what I mean, you're probably not a truck person. But there's just something about driving a truck, right? It's sitting there, it's big, it has a good footprint, even though it's a mid-sized truck, the Toyota Tacoma. You go out, you crawl up into it, you crank it up, again, that exhaust note, and you take off. It just feels aggressive. You feel more manly when you're driving around in a truck, particularly one that's lifted with bigger wheels and tires. That's another thing. I don't have big wheels and tires on this. Again, this isn't my car, I'm just borrowing it. But still, I miss that truck aura. Everything about it when you're out driving around. One thing I got to say I don't miss are gas prices. You know, where I'm at, this thing takes premium fuel. $5.49 a gallon here. It cost me about $60 to fill it up halfway. So you're talking about $120 to fill this thing up from empty. Even though the Toyota Tacoma doesn't get the best gas mileage in the world, it doesn't burn premium fuel. I don't have to spend big money to fill it up. And frankly, I always fill it up from about a quarter tank or so anyway. So I'm not spending big money on gas either way you look at it. But $5.49 a gallon, premium, crazy. Lastly, the mods. Of course, I'm here, I'm away from the Tacoma. There's nothing that I can do to it because it's not with me. I miss that. You know, I love doing all the mods and stuff. It's a blast to do, and I can't wait to get back and do it. You know, I made a video recently. What is that? A Volkswagen Beetle. I guess my sister must be coming. Anyway, back a few videos or maybe a couple videos ago, I put something out about bumpers that I'm looking at doing. And I have made a decision. If you didn't see that video, make sure you check that out. Oh, there she is. Say hello. You look like a wet rat. Anyway, it's raining outside. Anyway, I miss not having it around. I am going to do the bumper job on the front. I've decided what I want. I think I'm going to go ahead and even get it ordered. And then I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to do on the back. And you know, there is a possibility that depending on what I can find for the back may alter what I'm going to do for the front. In that video, and again, if you didn't see it, make sure you check it out. It's probably the one that went up yesterday. But in that video, I had two other possibilities, and it may just be that I can only find, I don't know if you guys can hear that lightning and thunder outside, but we've got a little bit of a storm going on here. But anyway, I want to have something on the back that obviously ties into the front. It has to match up. I do have a couple of ideas on the back. I haven't done the video on that yet. We're going to do that, but I'll give you guys a little sneak information, if you will. I'm thinking of something tubular for the back. Now, that may mean that I'm going to have to switch the front to something tubular as well, and I do like that tubular look, particularly on the rear bumper. The only thing is, it's going to have a point where you can actually stand on it and step in. Shouldn't be an issue with a tubular because it's tubes, right? So you should be able to put your foot through there and step up. I would like to be able to mount some sort of lights on it, kind of like ditch lights or whatever, so that I can shine up the back when I want to, because I find that the reverse lights are not strong enough for me. I guess I'm getting old. The eyes, they don't see great in the darkness anymore. So it'd be nice to be able to light up the rear. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, a little bit of nostalgia. You know, I'm missing the Toyota Tacoma, and I thought I'd share the reasons why with you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know. When you're away from your Toyota Tacoma, maybe driving a rental or a loaner, somebody else's car, do you miss it? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Robmotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator, currently the Jeep Gladiator Mojave, and Robmotive MT, all about mini trucks or compact trucks. Right now, the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay dry out there. Bye.